Disgaea is an isometric distributor on the PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, and Nintendo DS. Lahal, Prince of the Netherworld, is woken by his vassal Etna by being shot at. He finds out that his father, King Katreshkoi, is dead. Lahal goes on a journey to become the new overlord of the Netherworld. As with all Nipponichi games, this one is no less wacky, with characters including an angel trainee, a boob lady, a robot, and let's not forget the exploding penguins. The game takes between 15 and 40 hours to complete, and throughout the story, I found myself laughing upwards of 100 times, literally. Disgaea is, without a doubt, the funniest game I have ever played.
Your new name is Mid-Boss.
Mid-Boss?
Although its humour is amazing, that's not to say that it can't be taken seriously, and it can even leave you in tears during some of the more emotional scenes. The graphics, although not amazingly detailed, do the job well. While the environments are 3D, all the characters are simplistic 2D sprites, though better than those you'd find on a high quality SNES game. During the cutscenes, all characters express their emotions through still images of themselves, from happy to angry, hurt to confused. All the emotions are expressed in a very exaggerated fashion. In fact, exaggerated is the perfect word to use to describe Disgaea as a whole. The battle animations are over the top, the voice acting is over the top, even the levels are over the top. What do I mean by this? 9,999. Also, by the final boss, you'll be around level 100. This means that there's plenty to do once you complete the main story. Disgaea's soundtrack consists of over 40 songs, most of which are mediocre, but a few of them are really enjoyable to listen to. I enjoy the English voice acting in this game, but for those who don't, you can switch the voices to the original Japanese ones, and hear Lahal be voiced by the same person who voiced Navi from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Hello, listen! Look! Watch out! Hey!
No matter how good a game's story, graphics, or sound may be, it'll suck if it's not fun to play. Best thing is, this is where Disgaea excels most. As with all distributors, there's moving your character and attacking, and as usual, each character learns their own attacks, which have different effects to different shaped regions on the battlefield. Disgaea takes the strategic element one step further though, with the use of geopanels. Geopanels are these pyramid-shaped, coloured thingies which all have their own unique effects, ranging from increasing the amount of experience you gain from killing to taking 20% ally damage every turn. The geopanels affect all areas on the map, which have the same coloured floor as the coloured floor the geopanel is on. So if a geopanel is on a red coloured floor, all red coloured areas on the map would have the effect of that geopanel. These geopanels present a level of strategy no other game can. Should you destroy the ally 20% damage geopanel first and waste a turn in doing so? Or should you fight through the damage and try and kill your enemies as quickly as possible? Should you position yourself in a more vulnerable position in order to gain more experience? These type of decisions are really what make Disgaea what it is, an amazing game. The game also has a lifting and throwing mechanic, which though it sounds simple, really adds a lot to the experience as a whole. It really opens up your ability to maneuver around the battlefield in a way which makes every last decision you make matter. Disgaea has about 70 story-based maps, 20 extra maps, and an infinite number of randomly generated maps accessible through the item world. The item world is just one of many ways you can improve your character's statistics. There's leveling, which is present in all distributors, and there's leveling up your item in the previously mentioned item world. Along with these two common methods, there's also a mechanic I feel should be present in more games called transmigration, or reincarnation, depending on the version of the game you're playing. This consists of dropping the character's level all the way back down to level 1, however, the stat increase between each level is bigger once you've transmigrated. Characters can be transmigrated an unlimited number of times, meaning there's always a way you can improve your character's stats. This also means that once you reach level 9,999, there's still things you can do to improve. This really is a game with an unlimited number of things you can do. That's not to say that you won't get bored of doing it after 150 hours, because you will. So do you want to buy Pokemon Conquest, or maybe Final Fantasy Tactics? Well, how about you get this game instead, an underrated masterpiece. I'm not saying those games are bad, I'm sure they're not. Disgaea is just that good. Disgaea gets 5 exploding penguins out of 5. Also, the PSP version is better than the DS version, which is better than the PS2 version.